hibernation period. He wakes up, find out what was popular, and does it then.
Nuzlocke's challenge comic is much better. But I also have huge favoritism towards it because he also references Lost all the time in it.
Need to get back on track with the scanning. I'm only on page 7 of the Backstreet Boys comic.
Oh, God. They really will make comics out of anything, won't they?
Of course they will. And by the way, in case people are wondering, no, the Lady Gaga comic actually has nothing to do with Lady Gaga.
My soul just died a little bit.
Fan of hers.
My soul died a little bit when you said Lady Gaga comic.
It's freaking insane. You read about some fat idiot who at one point dresses up like Lady Gaga. It's creepy.
Okay.
No, we will not burn the witch known as Lady Gaga, because I actually freaking like Lady Gaga. Screw you.
I want to play more Final Fantasy 8, but I don't want to go over my cap for the month. I'll wait until the first of next month.
Chris, what are you up to?
Oh, stuff.
Reveling his own beige.
Yes, people, I know about gutters. I'm not really all that into gutters. It's funny sometimes.
Spoonie redesigned his website. He needs to change his design so it doesn't load 16 videos when I open his page so I can't scroll for 3 seconds. And actually, my browser just crashed when I opened his site. It's cool.
Oh yes, I do read our valued customers. That's always fun. Slick Rob, Snowflame feels no pain. And I'm sure you want me to yell that, but I'm really not in the mood to yell it right now. Eric Cartman singing Poker Face, I love it. I have not watched Digimon X-Rose Wars.
I never really read 2000 AD. I've never been much of a comic book guy. When I was younger, I used to get the Beano and the Dandy because they're about like 50 pence or something like that for a copy. But never any of the serious comic books. Although, weirdly, our junior school did have copies of 2000 AD stashed away. This was back in the days of, it's a cartoon, it's for kids. That was awesome.
Evil Coffee? You're talking about the asthma monster? Yeah, August.
I always remember
PSA hell that does not feature Spider-Man.
I always remember there were one copy of 2000 AD that was in the cupboard at school, and it was the first appearance. I think is it Lady Blood, something like that. But it was the vampire character of 2000 AD, and it was basically her completely naked, covered only by the dribbles of blood running down her. And that was in a junior school, age 6, 7. Awesome.
Well. Every woman in this comic has sphere boobs.
Torpedo tits.
Creepypasta stories of Pokemon. I don't know what those are, and I get a feeling I don't want to know.
I'm kind of hoping that...
So Aviator Man, sphere boobs, as in circular, round,
Sphere?
like completely... Like someone stuck magic 8 balls in the front of a shirt.
All signs point to fake. Or a really good bra.
I am done scanning these. I'm going to play some TF2.
Rude.
Unfortunately, that probably won't be for a while.
I may be tempted to go play some...
9. Havoc 76, I wouldn't be surprised if that was a Reefer Madness reference. I sincerely doubt there will be D&D tonight. But you have to ask Lordkat if he's running his campaign or anything.
No, he's moved his campaign to Saturdays now, so if there's D&D on Sundays, it's going to be Death Clock.
I don't think I ever caught any shinies. Never ran. Anytime I ran into them, it was for ones I already had, and I didn't really care to have, you know, a shinier version of it. That's the thing about Pokemon. You know how they... This is how they revolutionize the game each time. This is how this is their idea of innovation. They make the Pokemon shinier, or they add more Pokemon to the basic battle. So you'll have 3-on-3 instead of 1-on-1. Or you'll keep adding more and more Pokemon. Some of them like really, really ridiculous in terms of how the hell evolution ever produced them.
I mean, Stunfisk.
Trying to remember which one it was. It was might have been Stunfisk, but there's one that I think like is actually has like a karate robe.
Oh, Mindfu, is it?
Might be. I can't remember what his name
You're
is.
talking about Sock and Throw.
Oh, yeah, Sock and Throw.
Yeah, it's not the names themselves that are the issue. It's the fact that he actually has a karate gi. Why?
Oh, no, Hitmonchan always had a torn, Ryu style jacket, didn't it?
Yeah, I'm on Shannon outfits.
I know, I just remembered that. Hitmonchan was pretty weird too. It had boxing gloves.
Yeah, and the gloves, yeah.
That was pretty goofy.
Yeah, Machamp has a championship belt and a Speedo when he evolves.
The fighting Pokemon were always the weird ones.
Yeah, pretty much.
They needed to pad out so they had a certain number of species types. So they're like, okay, we have grass, we have electric, we have like water. What else do we have? Fighting. Yes, brilliant. fighting is an element. Eevee is just very susceptible to various different types of radiation.
Normal, if used right, guys. Normal, if used right, is not irrelevant at all. It's quite strong, actually. It's immune to ghost attacks, and can learn pretty much every element in the game.
Ghost is another type that just adds so many different implications and philosophical and theological ideas behind them.
Dude, have you read the somebody find the link. The 10 creepiest Pokemon. Half the ghost ones are just wrong. The majority of them talk about stealing life force and kidnapping children, and then there's the one that used to be a human. Somebody just posted it in the chat. Yeah.
No, missing, but in terms of actually things that are actually scary to me, missing number is freaking scary to me. You don't know what missing number is, Ultimalis.
Well, to be honest, a lot of people who didn't play Red and Blue probably won't.
See if I can get a good picture.
No, Hobo Joe, I'm not from Liverpool.
Okay, this is not... Okay, this is, Ultimalis. Here's a better, more elaborate representation of it. It's not how it... It's not really, how it looks in the game, but close enough. And pretty much what I thought of when I first saw it. He's not a Pokemon god, he's a glitch. There's in the game there's a way to summon it. You talk to the old man in the game who shows you how to catch a Weedle, but because it replaced the initial sprite of your starting Pokemon with that, there's a glitch in the game where it does not then immediately call back your character's own thing. So it stores it in a separate piece of data somewhere else. But if you then travel to Cinnabar Island and go along the coastline, which does not have any designated Pokemon as it's supposed to be there, it then tries to make sense of the missing data, and it instead calls forth this missing number.
Sort of what it is.
Yeah,
it's because
that's
that 256 is the biggest hex number. 256 is the hex number. There's 150 Pokemon, so they had empty spaces. And when it doesn't have a designated spot to choose from, and you use that glitch to be able to choose from the undesignated spots, you get the leftover data of a non-existent Pokemon, which is missing number.
Exactly. Or calls a random Pokemon at a random level from the original 150.